Was it close to what your expectations were?
Sure. I mean, we had I had gotten the group of receivers and the running back and tight end that we had, and we had went over the script a few times, and I think everything went smooth. I mean, it's a windy day, it's a little bit cold, so not the best of conditions, but I just came out here and had fun and threw the ball around, and I thought I did an okay job. Some of those deep balls kind of fluttered and got caught in the wind on one, but would have liked to have those back. But what are you going to do? I ran through it, and I thought everything was pretty solid. So, the rest is not in my hands. So I'm just going to kind of keep preparing, keep working out, doing everything I got to do on my end, and let the rest take care of itself.
Things they can see today that they can't see from 2 years worth of game tape?
No, I don't think so. I think they just want to see you get out here and kind of command the guys and say the cadence and just kind of do the whole operations. And obviously with the pressure of a bunch of scouts being right next to you looking at you. But I think I did all right. And like I said, they've seen me so much on tape and in the Senior Bowl and at the Combine. So a lot of these guys, they don't need to see a million throws to get a picture of who I am as a player. So they already know, but it was just kind of the icing on the cake, I guess.
You mentioned the Combine and the Senior Bowl. How eye-opening has this process been for you since you wrapped up your college career and kind of going through everything and getting used to the pro game and getting people's eyes on you?
Well, I think, it's such a longer evaluation phase than you think after your season's done. So, I just tried to kind of put my best foot forward each day. And, I was at a great facility in great hands training, and they prepared me the right way. And I learned a lot, and I think I just progressed and kept getting better. And that's what I've done the past 3 years since at Richmond, and that's what I'll, continue to do and hope to do in the NFL.
It wasn't too long ago when we were talking about just getting an invite to the Senior Bowl. You win the MVP, you go to the Combine, you grade well. Just looking back on it all, has it been a whirlwind for this whole experience?
It's definitely been a sigh of relief after each of those things that I've done. I think the Senior Bowl was great for me, and I'm so appreciative of getting the invite from Phil Savage, the director. And like they say, you just got to take advantage of the opportunities you get, and there's only so many of them, and you can only go through this process once. So just not trying to get nervous for this stuff. Just come out here and be who I've always been and perform the best I can. And like I said, I mean, they've seen me one bad throw here or there, or one throw's not going to make the difference. They know who I am as a player, and from talking to these guys, they know me as a person too. So, when they take you, they're not really investing in just you as a player. They're investing in the whole person. So I've had some good conversations, and I think I've done well in the film room and on the board with these guys as well.
What do you do for the next 6 weeks, and how long is that going to feel?
It's going to feel like a long time. I'll head back home, but I'll keep coming back down to Richmond. I have a couple workouts scheduled with teams, and we'll be back down here. I could do it in Philadelphia, but it's easier to do it here with having the film room in the Robins Center and having access to all that stuff. So, I'll be back down here, back and forth, and a couple visits to some teams at their facilities. So I'll be bouncing all over the place, but just excited. It's an exciting time, and can't wait for the draft.
Do you have a feel of where you are? I mean, on the draft board or with teams, does any of that materialize yet?
No, I mean, a lot of the talk about where I could go or all that comes from the media, and I try not to pay attention to it because I know a lot of it doesn't have validity, and you don't know. And that's the interesting thing is even if you do have a projection, I mean, so many things can change, and it depends on who other teams pick and kind of how the draft unfolds. So you never know, and but that's what makes the draft such a nerve-wracking but exciting time, because you have no idea when your name's going to get called. But like I said, I don't try to worry about that. I'm just going to do the best I can, training, working, throwing, studying, and doing everything I can, and just let the draft take care of itself.
Everybody thinks you play in college, you get drafted, you go to the pros, but how much hard work is it just from after the season to now?
That's a lot.
You've probably worked as hard as you have in your life to get to this point.
I have, and the NFL is a different game, and you have to prepare in a different way and be prepared for all that stuff that you're going to get. And like I said, IMG Academy was where I was training, and they did an awesome job. They've had plenty of successful NFL players in the past, and they have a pretty a set program there that we do, and man, it prepared me great. And my quarterback coach that I was working with, Adam Behrens, has done an unbelievable job with me, and he couldn't be here today, but he'll get the film, and he's been so great, and I've just been fortunate for all the people who've helped me out, since the season's been over, and continue to get better and keep trending and keep raising my draft stock as much as I can.
Looking back at it, going through 4 offensive coordinators in 4 years was probably a pain in the butt.
Right.
But now that you're on the backside of it, I mean, it probably turned out to be a blessing.
It did, and the younger me would have been frustrated and maybe said some different things, but it was a blessing in disguise, and I've learned so much football, and I'm able to communicate my football knowledge to these guys, and they love hearing that. So I'm so thankful for all those quarterback coaches and all the offensive coordinators I had and all that they've taught me, because I've definitely put it to good use.
I know this isn't at the top of your list, but what does all this exposure do for your alma mater and its football program?
I hope it's great. Richmond was awesome to me, and that's one of the questions I get throughout this whole process is why Richmond. I tell them all the reasons I came here, and I couldn't have been happier to be a part of this university and a part of this program. And I hope this will help with recruiting or however it might help them. But I'm a proud Spider fan. I'll always be, and can't wait to see what the team does next year.
What's your plan for the draft?
I'll just be at home with my immediate family, and I'm not gonna have a camera crew or anybody in there. I just kind of want to enjoy the moment with my loved ones.
Have you talked to any other former alumni that have made the NFL about the process?
Well, Tim Hightower was out here today. Me and him are good friends. I talked to Josh Vaughn, is actually a scout now. I saw him at the combine. I've talked to a few guys, but Kerry Wynn, Ben Edwards, all those guys that have been through it, and they're all giving me encouraging words and wishing me the best.